Hi there, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make braided swimwear straps like this one. So this is just a braided strap made out of swim fabric that you could use as a shoulder strap or other strap detail in your swimwear projects. So this is a really thin one, and this is what I'm going to show you how to make today. So I have this fabric. This is what I'm going to be using to make the strap. To make a thin strap like this one, I'm going to be cutting 1/4 inch pieces of swim fabric. So I'm going to be cutting 3 1/4 inch pieces of swim fabric. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut these with my rotary cutter. And just make sure that you cut them at least the length that you need for your project. So I've got my 3 strips of fabric. So next what I'm going to do is actually stretch the fabric to get the edges to roll under, just so that you get this more nice finished braided look. Just looks nicer when you stretch the fabric first to get the edges to roll under. So I'm just going to grab one end of the strip here close to the edge, and then I'm going to stretch it slightly to get the edges of the fabric to roll under. So just working my way down the strap or down the strip of fabric. Alright, so here's what it looks like now that it's stretched so that it rolls. So now I'm going to do that with the remaining 2 strips of fabric. So then we just need to braid these 3 pieces of fabric together. So I'm going to start by just knotting one end of the 3 strips together. I just find it easier to start this way if I knot the pieces first, but you could also do, for example, a hand stitch and stitch the 3 together at one end before you start braiding, but I'm just going to do a knot. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put something kind of heavy on top of the knot so that it doesn't move while I'm trying to braid it. So I've got this book here. I'm just going to set that on the knot, and then I'm going to braid these 3 pieces together, and I'm just going to try to braid it as evenly and tightly as I can. Alright, that's good enough for me, so I'm just going to go ahead and tie this end into a knot now so that my braid doesn't come out. Alright, there we go. So, we've got it braided. So that's pretty simple how you would make a braided strap. So when you go ahead and put this in your project, I would go over, measure how long of a strap that you need. So definitely make it longer than you need. And then once you know how much you need, then go just beyond that and use your sewing machine or hand sewing needle and just put in a couple stitches to secure the braid. And then you can clip off the knots, because you probably don't want these bulky knots in your actual swimsuit. So that's just to help secure it while you're actually braiding it so that it's easier. But then once it's braided, you can put in a few stitches to hold the braid in place, and then go ahead and trim it with the scissors just beyond your stitching so that the knots are gone, and then you can put it into your project. Now, if you want to make thicker straps than these braided straps, then you could either cut your strips of fabric wider, or you could braid this and then cut 3 more strips and then tie them to your original knot, and then braid 3 more over the top of your original braid. So that would be a nice way to get a thicker braid as well. So I hope that you found this helpful, and I will see you in the next video.